you know? So, first question for you guys, let's start off real simple. What do you guys actually look for in a man? Right off the bat, first lay your eyes on them, first introduction, what are we looking for?
Do you want to wait, we can start here and work our way back. You want like top two things, top three things? What specifically like?
Yeah, exactly. Like
top two things?
Yeah, let's go top two things just real quick, just so I can get an idea of where we're kind of working with.
All right, go ahead, Miss Poland. Top two things you notice in a guy.
Okay, so first of all, like energy, the way a person resonates. And the second thing, I do care about the looks. So.
Okay.
I usually start if you have a car or not, because that's just important. If you can't get yourself around, you can't get me around. And then the second that I usually look for is skin tone, which obviously contributes to looks.
Okay.
Yep. What's the skin tone that you look for? What's that?
Morenos?
Yeah, I usually go for light skins, yeah.
Oh.
Like Drake?
Yeah, around that skin tone,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
But I also go like everyone.
I look for eye contact and also how the people around him treats him. Damn, y'all.
Sure.
All right.
It's true.
I know.
So eye contact and how others treat them. Okay.
Damn, okay.
What about you?
I look for consistency. That's very important to me because in the beginning, if you're not,
How would you know that from looking at him?
from looking at him,
Nigga, what the fuck? Bro, you just saw the nigga. How you gonna be consistent?
huh?
You just don't-
Let's go
First
on a
glance.
date. Let's, texting me constantly, good morning, stuff like that.
Did you mean first glance? Or you mean like first?
It's just like first interaction, you know what I mean? Not like,
Consistent.
long-term stuff, like is he going to raise my kids well? So just something you could know like pretty quickly right off the bat.
Respectful.
Okay. Yep.
So consistency and respectfulness.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
Miss Polly, what you got?
I feel like a man that's willing to go above and beyond immediately. Like if I'm on my period and he's going to the if he's going to the grocery store or the gas station and asks me something, if I want something, hell yes, I want chocolate, please. Like that's a big thing for me. Like you're in tune with my feelings and needs.
All right.
That's
so thoughtful.
huge. Yes.
Okay. What's the second thing?
Money.
Okay.
Can you take care of our kids?
That's fair.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I would say my number one is personality for sure. Based off meeting a guy, is personality. Yeah.
Sorry, I almost choked.
All right.
He
What's
has
the
to
second
vibe
thing?
with me. He has to be funny. Like
What's the second thing?
I don't think we
looks.
had
What's that?
Looks.
So personality first, then looks.
Yeah, and then lifestyle.
Interesting.
So they could be broke.
Well, that would be my third. Would be lifestyle. Like you have to have a good balance with me.
All right. What about you?
Right off the bat is gonna be looks,
Okay.
and then
Are they tan?
probably
Okay.
Guido.
All right. So
No,
looks,
not
and then the
Guido.
second thing.
Your vibe, which I guess you could put money into that. But
All right.
your overall vibe, your aura.
Could you just tell me one more thing? What does the vibe mean to you? Because I know what the vibe means to me, but what does that mean to you?
Swaggy, I guess. I like swag, good style.
Put that shit on.
Yeah. You're not standing in a corner alone. You have friends around you. You look personable. Somebody you can start a conversation with.
Cool. All right.
Attraction and mannerisms.
What do you mean by attraction?
Like if I'm attracted to the person.
But what is that based off of? That's the entire premise of the
Oh.
question.
Looks.
Okay, there you go.
All right. So looks and what else?
Mannerisms.
Okay.
What's your like type though? Hispanic, white, Asian, tall,
Haitian.
Mexican.
I don't know. Like Hispanic, I guess.
Cool. All right.
What about you? First two things you notice?
Teeth and height.
All right. Someone's being specific. All right. What about you?
Tall, blue eyes, funny.
All right. That was three.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on all that?
So, I would say that, her answer over there was probably the most realistic. The rest was a bunch of arbitrary, idealistic nonsense. But, we took a look at what these women are saying, which, by the way, I just want to emphasize that this is a horrible sample size. We're filled with degenerate Miami sluts. So this is not like, what average people should be looking at thinking, oh, this is how women operate. To a degree, it is, but this is exacerbated to the highest level by the city, by its energy, and by their choices. But that's not to say that we can't learn from this. So, we take a look at what they're saying, and they're talking about personality, talking about taking care of them when they're on their period. And then we look at the choices that they're making and the guys that they're hooking up with. And there's a huge separation in kind of what's going on here. So we're often seeing, not good guys, these amazing personality, really funny people, running through these girls. It's often tall, good-looking people, who have a lot of money. Let's add that point of nuance there, because money is important. I'd be ridiculous to deny that. But at the end of the day, the first thing that you see, the first thing that you notice when you lay your eyes upon someone is going to be how good looking they are, right? And that's going to allow you, do I give this person a chance to even get the other things out there, right? So their personality is going to be perceived a lot higher if they're good looking. Someone who's not good looking might have the greatest personality. You might like them and be soulmates with them, but you will never even get the opportunity to try that out because they're so bad looking, right?
Absolutely.
So this, I'm telling you, this is
You're so wrong. I dated the ugliest dude ever for 5 years, and I loved the hell out of him.
Performative bullshit. It's all performative.
I love him.
I hate ugly people.
Love him.
It's performative. It's performative. And that's not to say that even if that was true, which it fucking isn't, this is what we're talking about across a society, right? If we look at not one specific anecdote of a crazed whore, which is what you quite clearly are. That's just completely false.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, absolutely. Who are we looking at?
I can't fucking breathe.
Yeah, go for it.
Holy shit.
Are you straight?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Are you a biological woman?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Why would you ask
pushed the
that?
kid out,
What,
yeah.
What made you ask that? 'Cause I'm actually curious. Like, what
Well,
makes...
her Norwood line, her hairline, I would say her bimaxillary
You know
protrusion.
more about
She's
aesthetics
got-
than a bitch.
Okay. Well, women really aren't that smart. So,
We're
obviously-
not?
No.
Oh, yeah.
And
And this is the line of work that you came into?
Looks maxing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
You know what? We should play a game, right?
Yeah, sure.
We should play a fun game with the audience. Of course, the girls.
Okay.
Let's play a game called Look Maxing 101 with girls. So you can tell us.
Before we do that, I do want to, because that'll be a whole other segment, but we could do that because I do want to do that as well with him, have him rate the girls. So, question, you said that you were with a guy for 5 years and he was ugly.
He was so ugly.
So what was his redeeming trait then if you stuck it out for 5 years?
Personality. We laughed all the time. All the time we were laughing. I had the best times with him.
Fair.
But did not
Okay, you like this personality, but
So
like
why'd
what
you
else
leave?
besides that? Because whenever
we
women
had
date someone that's
differing
actually
views.
that ugly, they typically overcompensate in some other regard, whether it's status or money or
How
something.
do you mean?
Absolutely.
He had money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, but where's he now, though?
Exactly. Yeah. Why'd you
We
leave?
hung out 2 weeks ago. He has a new girlfriend.
He
We're
can still
cool.
smash?
No,
Oh.
but we're cool.
I have a question though. What automatically
Yeah,
drew
Bo's, you
you
good?
to him if you weren't physically attracted to
We
him?
met in London, actually. I was traveling and I went to a bar by myself and I was vibing and he came and matched my vibe. Simple as that.
He upgraded, is what they're
He
saying.
lives in
the
London
chat.
or where?
No, he lives here.
Zoom in on
He
his
lives in the
face.
U.S. We met in London.
Another thing also, Clav, I don't know if you, I'm sure you probably noticed this too with the women. What I've realized with women is like when you ask them, like, what do you notice? Whatever, they're assuming attraction when they're answering the question. Like they're already assuming like he already met some type of pre-criteria, and then they go off of that. Like, for example, you, right? Don't mean to pick on you, but you were like, oh, personality. Well, realistically speaking, the personality wouldn't even have been able to get shown had he not met a looks requirement first.
Right.
And I've realized with women, like, you guys do everything. The whole purpose of that exercise was to kind of show that women are far more superficial than they try to lead on. Because looks do matter, and you're not even going to give a guy a shot to get to know his personality if he doesn't meet a looks requirement first. So you guys are a little bit more honest about it here, like, oh, height and teeth and whatever. But I've just noticed, like, with women, they tend to, like she said, the thing about consistency, which is like, what? How do you even, and respectful? I'm sure there's plenty of consistent and respectful guys that have approached you before that you rejected.
I don't go off looks. I go off how you make me feel in the moment.
Okay, fair. Let's go off that. Let's say how he makes you feel. How would he even get the opportunity to make you feel a certain way if he doesn't meet the looks requirement first?
His actions.
Yeah, it's
And
all
the way he presents himself to me.
So if I'm homeless and I'm consistent with talking to you on and on with personality, can I get you?
maybe if you get yourself together. I mean,
Oh, so it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Across the street, there's many homeless people that are personality driven. You should go over there, all of you.
That are thoughtful, that have eye contact,
My number two was
that are tall, that are tall, right?
first.
It's simply all idealistic nonsense. You know what I mean? All these intangibles that they're giving are once you meet their looks criteria, like you said before. So, you know, you actually have to meet like this wild threshold of being 6 foot tall. You know, God only knows, you know, how good looking before you're able to actually like have the chance to show your
I don't
personality.
remember the last time I fucked with someone that was 6 foot
6
tall.
foot tall, right? I'm like, the
Well-
short kings are winning.
Well, you guys also got to understand.
The common consensus.
But you said your guy had a lot of money, right? So he was able
Not
to.
a lot, but he took me to dinners
Yeah,
and
so he was
trips
able
and
to.
stuff. But
Anytime I've seen a woman be with a guy that is less attractive, he's either has status or money.
100%.
but the whole first time like we hung out, I paid for everything.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you know, on this podcast.
So what was
or-
what was I using him for?
Well, right now we're looking at a society and women's choices across a large group of people. So just because your specific anecdote that you're obviously lying about disagrees with what I'm saying.
Do you want me to call him right now?
Well, that you just.
He'll answer.
I guess you don't understand.
He'll answer, babe.
I mean, I guess you don't. But even if that were true, which it probably isn't, your specific anecdote isn't going to disagree and you know contradict an entire society of women's choices.
And I would say this to add to what you're saying. I think the only reason you paid in the beginning is because you saw potential.
No.
So what I've realized about women is also you guys are kind of like scouts, right?
No.
Like if you see a
Investors,
guy and you're
yeah.
like, okay, he's on his way up. There's potential here. You'll
Peep
fuck with him
me's.
too.
He
That's
said
a
the right
peep me.
thing at the right time.
What did he say?
He actually complimented a Gucci belt that I got that day.
Awful taste.
Thank you, thank you. It's actually not like a regular Gucci belt. It's a tiger with ruby red eyes. So you know,
Oh, shit.
I fuck with
But
it heavy.
that's
But you know,
But
regular.
you thought he was rich though.
No,
Yeah, no, because
no,
like,
I didn't.
Like,
I
it
thought
was,
he admired my taste, and
no,
I
but
fuck
you
with
know
that.
it was unique.
No.
It was a belt. You know he had taste.
It was, but
You thought
yeah,
he had
he
money.
has taste. No, I didn't actually think
So
that he had
potential.
money.
Man, you capping, man.
No, I'm not.
Your
I'm
lips
not.
say you're capping.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah, you are
My
capping.
lips say I'll suck dick, but
Oh,
they don't
yeah,
say I'm capping.
Hey, listen, don't threaten me with a good time. Oh!
Hey, yo, Chris, I bet you won't do it.
All right.
This is why I recommend that no one live in Miami because to be surrounded by this really like changes you as a
Facts.
person. Thank fucking God
Facts.
I don't live within the city. You know, to be around that exposure. It's like it's a
Fort
lot.
Lauderdale's nice.
Fort Lauderdale's nicer.
No, that's even worse.
But,
No.
but,
That's
but
the
it's,
hard
it's
part.
still
Nice.
college town and still college parties.
Yeah.
And it's the fucking fuck facts because all the bars everyone goes to. So you're fucking your neighbor like at least once or twice a week.
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Nigga, I used to be over there. I know how it operates. I'm telling you.
I
live
can't stop
there.
thinking about the fact that I have like 10 years on you.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have 10 on him too, and
Yeah.
he's stupid as hell.
Oh, shit. Are you stupid? Wait, who did?
Hey, Cece.
Oh, you
Cece's
did?
so
All right,
sweet,
all right,
baby.
all right,
But
cool.
do they know how old I am?
Yeah, you're 19 and you're dumb as hell.
Okay, all right. Any? That's it.
Are you gonna rebut anything he said though? I mean, do you know?
I mean, yeah. I mean, so talking about women are whores, we have the same sex drive as you. Like,
No,
what
well,
do you?
you're a whore. I don't know if I
No,
ever
you
said.
didn't say I'm a whore. You
I
said women are
I
whores.
said these women are whores. You're a whore. I didn't make the broad
When
claim.
did we? You just.
Women often
you
tend
How
to
just,
many
be
women do you
promiscuous.
actually attract?
You
Oh,
just said
quite a
that.
few.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
labeled
yeah.
me a whore.
Is that, like,
So
actually a
they-
You are a whore, but you know
That's
to-
fine.
that
That's
doesn't
fine.
that doesn't
You're
mean
a
I
gay
automatically
fucker,
accept.
so you know.
Just because you know I'm not like the average
We
guy
are
who's
who we
willing to
are.
put up with your
You
bullshit.
wear makeup,
as a
babe. We
fucking
both wear
annoying
makeup.
bitch,
We're the
you know?
same. We're literally the same. Like, what do you mean?
Correct. Yeah. So I'm very objective with improving. So you know, that's why I make that decision.
I'm
And
also objective with improving.
okay, good for you. Yeah. No, I never did. I ever once criticize your makeup?
No, you didn't.
Of course.
But I
but-
would criticize a man wearing makeup, definitely.
Okay. Well, you know, thank God I'm not going for any women.
Thank God,
in
because
the
I
likes
would
of
never
you.
go for you. I'd be like,
Uh-huh.
gay!
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, the only reason women like this get so mad is because they're used
I'm
to
not
guys
mad.
putting up with their bullshit. You know, they could walk all over them. So when someone comes along with, you know, maybe a higher status, maybe a lower threshold for putting up with this, you know, behavior, this personality, it really just throws them off and sends them into like a manic state.
I hope
and we can
so,
see that
because
right now.
I don't want you.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, I don't want anybody like you.
Okay. Thank God.
Yeah.
To cut off the
fucking God.
arguing, I have a question.
Oh, God.
So as a man, what are you looking for in a woman? It's like a pretty girl and someone that
Yeah, of course.
matches your lifestyle, your status,
Uh-huh.
whatever, that works hard. Like,
Well,
what?
so a woman is an extension of you. So if the choices that she's making are making you look bad as a person, right? If, she's plastering herself all over the internet, half naked, that's an extension of you. That's disrespectful to you as a man. So I'm looking for behavior that's making me look good as a person. Not only that, but I'm looking for someone who's obviously attractive. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit because I would expect, honesty from you guys as well. And, just looking for someone who's not promiscuous, someone who's humble, not really looking for any of like the, I don't know what's funny about that.
Over 300 people, 100 people. You said 3 digits,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. So that's what's funny.
But I don't understand how that has anything to do with what I just said. That's what I'm looking for.
Because you're looking for somebody who's not promiscuous, but you are promiscuous. So
Well,
why are
he
you
just
looking
wants to
for
fuck.
somebody who's not in the same
If you have
league as
complete
you?
access, why haven't you found that yet? That's my only
Because he's
question.
19.
Yeah, I'm 19 years old. I
Yeah, he's young.
graduated high school last year. So,
Yeah,
takes a little
but
bit of
he's
time.
been in the clubs for years.
Exactly,
He
like,
has
if you're surrounded more by, like,
Yeah, well,
people-
he's a 19.
Ladies, let me ask.
If you're surrounded by
Clark, do you
people,
have anything else you want to add to that before I go in?
No, go for it.
Just for the ladies, do you think a promiscuous man is the same as a promiscuous woman?
Yes.
Let's go with a raise of hands real quick. Raise of hands if you think a promiscuous woman is the same as a promiscuous man. Raise of hands.
Definitely.
Only one?
To society standards.
You don't agree?
I think it's
So only one of you thinks a promiscuous woman is the same as a promiscuous man. Only one.
Promiscuous
That's
woman,
fine.
they a hoe.
Yep.
I don't agree with that.
Automatically,
but, you know, whatever.
they a hoe to society.
Well, are you sure? Because you were making an argument with her too, saying like, "Oh, look, you're promiscuous too." Like, why do you?
No,
Change
I
your mind
wasn't
now?
making an argument. If you were actually listening, it's just more.
Well, you're agreeing with her.
No, it's not an agreement. I have similar views to certain things, but that doesn't mean I'm in complete agreement with her.
Okay, so you think a promiscuous man is not the same as a promiscuous woman?
No, I think that we're biologically very different people.
Biologically, definitely,
Yeah.
but promiscuity.
It's
same.
Well, that's a component to the biology,
It's
though.
called biology. Come on, damn, he was right.
Stupid. Like that's a like, for example, if a man is getting with a girl, notice what he said. He wants, honesty. He wants her to not be all over the internet, not embarrass him, be humble, be cute, be modest. Like, men look for how do I say this? Like, they want a girl that's not a whore, right?
Okay,
They want
I was trying to
they
ask
want a modest
this.
woman.
I was trying to ask this, but I got cut off. If he's so young and he's around girls who are like young, impressionable, technically they could still be virgins at that age. Like, why not find someone around that age who is beneficial towards him?
Well, you don't know if he's looking. You don't. You
How are
don't
they
know if he's
hoes if
looking.
That's what I was asking, though.
But I'm
and
saying,
I got kind of a
the
harsh
point is,
answer.
ladies, is that promiscuity from a male perspective it's way more important to us than it is for you guys. Like, a man is going to have a vested interest in your sexual history, but you're not going to have a vested interest in a man's sexual history.
The man I'm fucking with isn't.
Yes, I do.
Well, because he's a loser.
Okay, I'll make it simple.
That's your opinion.
I'll make it simple. If a girl says she's a virgin, she has a lot of value. If a man says he's a virgin, that's embarrassing.
Yep.
Right.
It's very simple.
My other question is like,
What if
you
I
guys,
put a lot of value into virginity? We're
I'm sorry?
different. What if I put a lot of value into virginity?
But you
like,
know that you don't, though.
what if I do?
You don't.
You don't know.
No
you don't
woman
know.
does.
You want a man that doesn't know how to fuck?
I don't care. I'll teach him.
See?
I'll teach him. I don't care.
She's 19. There you go.
So I was gonna say, like, you're saying age is a thing, right? Like, are you married? Are you married? No, I'm just asking, like, a genuine
Myron,
question.
Are you married, Myron?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
Have you guys found women that you're interested in? Why not? Not like genuine question, not trying to attack you guys.
Well, see, in life, you can make choices, right? I choose to be
You're
what I want to
choosing.
be. Like yourself.
Yeah.
Choose to be outside. I choose to be single.
Choose peace.
Choose to be aside. It's
I
crazy.
mean, fresh, but one time you was married, no, nigga.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, divorced?
Nigga,
Okay.
Well, of course. What was that?
No, like, I'm just saying, like you're married, like, and then you learn your lesson.
So then why say it's about like his age?
What's the
Well,
point of
it
that?
takes a lot of time to
guy's
find
retarded?
a partner who's worthwhile in order to make
That's
that
fair.
commitment of, the holy sacrament of marriage. So, to be married at 19 is a very rare thing, especially when, the group of women that you're
Did
around.
you just say holy sacrament of marriage?
Well, that's exactly what marriage is.
But
if
you're
you didn't
dating
know.
so
Are you
many
Christian?
women.
What's up?
Are you Christian?
I'm Catholic. Yeah.
Okay.
And you use meth?
What? it's my faith is none of your business. So I'd prefer if we.
What does faith and meth have to do with each other?
Exactly. Well, I mean,
So
obviously.
you use meth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
You
know.
you like support that and like preach it to younger children?
No.
Okay, all right.
I just tell people what I do. you
Okay,
know,
okay,
so
cool.
He actually tells them not to do it.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, hold on. But you know what's
Do
happening here?
not-
He makes a blanket statement that's true about women. They say, "Oh, is he single? Oh, is he 19 years old? Is this dude like that? That's nothing."
No, I'm asking
like
because
doesn't make any sense.
you can't preach the Bible to me as someone who was
I'm not
raised by
trying to-
pastors. He was just
you
saying the
asked me
holy
my
sacrament.
faith. You asked
He
me
was
my
saying the
faith.
holy sacrament of marriage.
Well, regardless, remove that from the
there
equation.
is no regardless.
What he said was marriage is a religious. It's a religious
But not only
thing.
that, it's a fucking commitment. So
That's what he
you know,
said.
No,
you have
I
to-
agree with it being a commitment. I
Right, so
agree with it
there's-
being a very serious
so this
thing.
is a-
but to bring in like the words holy sacrament.
It's all semantics. It's
while also-
semantics at the end of the day. Okay, I'm not trying to sit here and preach to you. I just said, you know, the Holy Sacrament to, you know, emphasize the commitment aspect, emphasize the importance of it. So to get married to someone, you actually have to like vet them quite thoroughly. And for that to be done at 19 would be quite rare, especially considering how bad, you know, the women in the United States and, you know, not only that, but the West as a whole are.
So can we acknowledge how bad the men are as well?
I would actually agree with you, which you
Okay,
might find
cool.
surprising. I would
No,
agree
it's-
with you.
it's fair.
And you know, I'd be
You
curious to
seem
hear.
logical, so that's why I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I'd be curious to hear their takes on that. I think that men are, you know, often as a society, like really not where they should be in terms of their physical fitness. We look at like, you know, how many people could actually do 10 push-ups in America, and it's like 10%. So, you know, in terms of income. So would you guys agree with that? That men are not where they should be?
I mean, we were saying that earlier when we were saying that men cannot sustain exactly like
Yeah.
what we want from them. That's why we need multiple men.
Mhm.
You know.
Exactly.
But at least men can learn to understand women and make it work.
But the
Most
chat's
women don't
saying
understand.
most
Women
women
understand
would
men
never
'cause
want to
they'll
teach
settle.
men.
Well, I mean, the point is, you know, men are here when they should be here. Women are all the way the fuck down here.
Yeah.
So that's the disparity, right?
Both
But
parties need to work at each other.
That's crazy, but you know, everybody's
In what
entitled to their
aspect
own
are you
opinion.
talking about? Women are all the way down.
Yeah, that's
and the mic,
wild.
and the mic, so they can
she's
hear
my
you.
favorite. Auntie over here is my favorite. I like
Auntie,
her.
damn.
I like her.
Damn.
Go ahead. You were saying?
She's
I
the
said,
best.
what aspect makes women all the way down?
I would say that the amount of sexual partners.
He's
on
talking about Western
average-
women.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say that the you know, percentage of women who are virgins at 18 being, I think, like only 40% is absolutely absurd of a statistic. You know, because a woman who's not a virgin, to me, is like almost a write-off entirely. So the fact that we're only looking, you know, for 40% of the population already, to cut that pool so small right off the bat, just based
That's
on
assuming
one
they're
metric.
being honest too.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, right.
That's assuming they're
Right.
being
You
honest.
really have no
Women are very
fucking idea.
deceptive
Because
about
you
that.
said 40%. That's high to me.
No,
At
that sounds
18?
about
Yeah,
right.
No, I mean,
Well, I'm a high school teacher, so.
well, you're also
hey.
in a very, like, you know, degenerate area.
Kids start having
Florida.
sex at like 10
I'm
or
a
12
high school
now.
teacher. I've taught all over this county.
Right, but Florida
so
as a whole. yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
So no, I would agree with you. But yeah, so
I'm
that's
sorry,
a huge problem.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey,
Interesting.
North Jersey.
Yeah, I'm from Central Jersey, and
Yep.
I honestly disagree with that. The statistic of 40%.
Okay.
At 18.
You think it's less?
Sorry, closer to the mic. I'm sorry.
You think it's less?
I would think that it's less at 18 because 18 is post high school. I think in New Jersey people get bored.
She
and
agrees
that's
with
when
you. She
people
thinks
start-
that
Yeah,
their
no, I was gonna
self-reporting
say,
is
it's like
inaccurate.
People they drink
Yeah. So
and they're bored and they go into your parents'
Right.
basement. You get drunk.
No, obviously
I'm
any
just being honest.
any
like, that's what New
self-report
Jersey is.
study is not entirely accurate, but we could assume, you know, it's somewhere in that ballpark.
What
But-
makes a woman and a man different at that age? Because if we're talking about statistics, a woman's brain is statistically 5 years ahead of a man's brain.
Morals.
That's no. I don't know about morals, but I'm just
But
saying, like they say that a woman
based
at
on what metric?
25.
They say who says in specifically
I
in what
don't
way?
know, but have you
Okay,
ever heard
so-
this before? I'm just asking.
We're
no,
not going to
asking
get into
you.
any neurosciences with someone who has no idea what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
what she's
Are you?
what
But
she's
have
saying
you
is like
heard
you know
that
how
before, that, like,
because there's this
25
common
and
trope
20?
that they say that I know what you're
Women
talking
are a
about.
few years
They
ahead
say
of
they
us.
say
and I'm
there's
not
this
disagreeing.
there's
with
this
anything
common
that you're
misconception.
saying.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Let me. There's a common misconception that women mature faster than men, right? I think that's a fallacy, and I'll explain why. What they really mean by that is that women get more social opportunities at a younger age, so therefore they become more socially calibrated than men. That's what they really mean, because women are dealing with the opposite gender from an earlier age, because older men typically tend to date younger women. So what ends up happening is women get a lot of opportunities from men, not just their age, but men older than them as well. So women become really good and rehearsed at dealing with the opposite gender, versus a guy that's 18 might not get a fraction of the opportunities that women get from, because with men, we have to build our value up to even be able to get a seat at the table. So with women, I'll take it a step further. I don't think women actually start maturing until they buy their own drinks at the bar. I don't think women actually mature until they're 30.
You're absolutely correct.
Let me explain. Let me explain by this. When a woman's 18 years old, right? It's like she's on fucking God mode, right? She could do whatever she wants. People are inviting her. She's getting offers from the top men all over the place, Instagram, dating apps, etc. And with an interconnected world, it's even more presumed. The problem is that women get a high ego off of this, and they think that they're more attractive or their sexual market value is higher than where they really stand, and that kind of skews things. So what ends up happening is they don't come to reality and figure out where they stand in the dating marketplace until they're buying their own drinks or until they get older where they don't have the same command on the dating marketplace. So I would argue women are less mature than men, and they don't mature until they actually get older. This whole concept of like, oh, women mature faster than men. You guys don't mature fast. You guys just get experience with the opposite gender sooner. So therefore, you are forced to adapt and understand how to deal with men.
I completely
I
agree
feel like
with
those
you.
are the women that
Yeah.
didn't have a father in their life that you just described.
No, because some
I'm
of
sorry?
us do.
Those women that you just described to me don't have a father.
Chris.
I disagree.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I have a
I
father,
agree. I have
and
a
my
father,
dad's
too.
my dad's very present in my life.
Okay, so you're
And
saying
y'all act the
Paying
way
for my own
that he's
drinks, my whole
describing.
what part are you like saying like what part do you disagree with about the
Because
father?
you're saying that they're not mature, they're not able to do.
No, what I'm arguing is that women don't get a reality check and actually start to care about what men want and actually start being, you know, a good girlfriend typically, or start to give a shit about what male wants until they get
about
older.
30.
Does that make sense?
I disagree because then like I'm 22.
See, but where's your father
but
to
then-
tell you?
Well, yeah,
And give
if
you a
the
guide.
father's in place, yeah, that can absolutely help it. Maybe she won't wake up at 30, she'll wake up at 21 or 22. But that implies that you have a father. A lot of women grow up in fatherless households. That implies that the father has the nuts to actually tell her what to look for.
Right.
So you have all these things that are kind of in the way. But what I've realized with a lot of women is women don't really hit reality until they get older, because here's what happens. Your opportunities kind of dwindle, and once your opportunities dwindle, you're like, damn, I actually want to settle down. I need to understand the opposite gender to get them. But since women don't have to understand men to get them when they're at their peaks, there's no incentive for them to figure out what men want. Like, it's amazing to me how I ask a girl, what do you think a man wants? And she goes and said, oh yeah, career, educated, smart,
He don't
like
want none of
ambitious.
that.
Like, he don't want none of that shit. But it takes a woman to get older to figure that out. Like, a lot of girls think that we want what you guys want from us, which is not true. But I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And just because a woman has a father, you know, a lot of the fathers nowadays that are raising these women don't have any balls, right? Their nuts have been completely removed. You know, there's been so many times where I've met girls' fathers, you know, at
These
18,
men be
19 years old
bitches.
and walked all over them. So, you know what I mean? Just because there's a man there present, if they're not telling these women exactly how to operate, how to live in the society, it's as good as fucking, you know, having no parent at all.
That's a good
really.
point.
You know,
I think you do need strong guidance, but then you have like women like myself. Like I'm 22, and I feel like, at least for myself and my friends, feel like we do know. Sorry. We do know what we're looking for, but it's rare to come across and it's rare to find, and I don't think it has anything to do with our
What are you looking for?
fathers. Like what we were talking about earlier, like somebody who's strong, that cares about you, loves you, is loyal to you. But then you're like, men don't want one woman. Like
No, the father
it is
comment
hard
was
find,
to
and then the
put.
father thing is like completely separate, because I do have a strong father. Like one boy has ever met my dad, and he was in like the 7th grade. So no one will ever,
I wrote down what you said. You said you want looks and vibe, and then when we
Yeah.
asked you to, you know, clarify on the
Yeah.
vibe, you said social proof, or does he have friends and stuff like that, right?
No,
like,
not to say a friend. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you said
like
does he have people around him and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So a question for you: so if a guy has the looks and the value and, you know, the social proof, etc., do you think he's going to want to be monogamous?
No.
I mean, if he loves you and if he cares about you, he should
That's
be.
a lie.
No.
If he loves you, if he cares
Come
about
on,
you,
Jersey
he should
Shore.
be.
Come on, Snooki.
What happens? I mean, what? You're in a committed relationship. Everyone's just gonna cheat
That's
on each
what
other
I'm-
forever and ever.
yes.
That's so fucked up.
That's
I
the
believe.
society
I
we
refuse to
live in.
believe that. I refuse to believe that
Men
is
are
the
not
society that
naturally
we live in,
monogamous.
that
That's
men
literally
all
what we
cheat
live
on
in.
each other and all women are whores. Like I just refuse to believe that.
well, here's the problem.
Because I don't think that I'm a whore, and I don't think that whoever I'm with is gonna cheat on me.
I mean,
my parents didn't cheat on each other. My parents were in love, so.
This is a different generation, by the way.
No, I'm just saying. Like I don't think everyone's gonna
You wanna
cheat
say
on each
something?
other
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
like be a bunch of whores. Like
well,
I
it's
just
a
don't
problem
believe
of,
that.
of something called hypergamy. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with this term.
How many of you guys know what hypergamy is?
Okay.
You might have to define it for them.
So hypergamy is basically women going so far above their means in terms of, you're this percentile, you want to date this percentile. So when we come on this podcast and we're talking about all the things that we require to date a man, and it's a laundry list of items, super unrealistic, of course you're never going to find a man who is going to be committed in a monogamous relationship to you because you want someone so much better than you.
But you need a mirror.
What's that?
You need a mirror.
Okay, well, that's not what you're looking for.
No, it is. I would say so.
I wouldn't, because I would say that, you're a list of demands and who you are as a person.
Pull up the calculator, Chris?
Yeah.
Sorry, keep
I
going.
had 2.
Well, I'm sure if we actually took a look within those metrics at the looks level,
I got you
that
right
would
now,
be-
Clive. We're going to pull a calculator up.
Yeah. So, the stupid hoe calculator.
Yeah, we got
whatever.
a special one.
So I guarantee if we take a look at the looks level that you would actually require to date a man, it would be so far above your looks level that, it would just be absolutely ridiculous, complete hypergamy. So that's why you're not finding men who are committed to you. It's because your standards, your expectations are completely abysmal. So
I disagree.
Yeah, because the ugly guy I dated, he cheated all the time.
No, I mean, I wouldn't date an ugly guy, but somebody that I personally find attractive.
Someone, yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem. Your, looks level that you're requiring is too high for you, because you're obviously, below average in looks. Like, quite frankly,
facts.
You are below average. You are below 50th percentile.
Yeah, you mid as well.
I guarantee you wouldn't even date an average-looking male. Someone of the 50th percentile, you would completely reject them just based off the premise of looks, without even a second's thought. So when we have this disparity in your looks level and the men that you're going for, of course this shit is going to happen. You know what I mean? So this is nothing new. We just need to ground ourselves in reality in a little bit. So if we actually took a look around the room, we don't even have a single one of the ladies at the table that even meet the 50th percentile in looks. Not one of them.
What about the men?
I would say that those two over there are the best looking on the couch. But none of you guys are even hit the average mark. And I guarantee the men that you're going for are the top 1%.
I feel like I'm on average.
Oh, actually, I didn't even notice you. I would say you actually. So she sits around average right here, maybe 50th.
Maybe a little above.
55th percentile, yeah, something like that.
I'm just gonna say I'm 51% because I feel like that.